Guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode of Svelto Performance. We're still on the 72 Alfa Romeo GTV reimagining build. Last episode, we did 3D scanning on the outside of the car, the interior, and the engine bay itself. We're going to be producing parts. More of those videos are to come later on down in this build series. But today, we're focusing on interior, specifically on the AC unit going in up underneath the dash. Let's get started. So, as you can see, the dash is back in the car for a reason. We've got the AC unit in there. We've done a lot of cutting. I know that's scary. It was scary when we first started to do that. But I wanted to show you what we're doing, how we're doing it, show you that you can do this to your GTV as well. Now, remember, this is a full restomod. This car is not going to be 100% OEM Alfa GTV example. This is going to be far from it. So if this triggers anybody, I'm completely sorry, but this is how I would imagine it, that I would want it built, Svelto style. So let's get in the interior. Let me show you what we've done so far. We're gonna get the dash out and then show you everything else and how much we've cut and all that fun stuff. All right, I'm in the back area of the car just to show you. Now, you remember, we've got a completely different transmission tunnel in here because we're doing a Tremec T5. So we had to cut in the cowl area just because there was not enough room for this box. Now this is, I'm going to show you here, this is a Vintage Air Gen 5 mini box. It's the smallest one they make, pretty much the smallest one on the market that I have found so far, and I'd say there's not one. Now it's held up by zip ties right now, so it's really not in its final resting spot. It's going to probably go up a little bit more and then shift over to the left a little bit. But I wanted to show you what the box looks like in the car right here. So again, we got to go up a little bit and then over to the left. So let me go over here and kind of show you here before I take the dash out. Let me zoom out here. There we go. Okay, so we got plenty of clearance up there. Everything looks really, really good. We've got, you're going to see some of it. We're going to try to build the center console over the tunnel and help to hide a lot of that. So we'll just see exactly how that goes. Maybe even kind of come out and up. I'm not sure yet. But this is what it looks like with the dash on. So what I want to do is let me get the dash out of the car and then show you what we've cut, how we've done it. Again, this is a Vintage Air Gen 5 mini box. This box is a mock-up box that we purchased from them. So this is not a endorsement. You can go out and buy whatever you want. I've just used Vintage Air many a times. I pay for them myself. They do not give me anything free. So this is, they're not supporting the channel or anything. I just think it's the best, one of the best units out there. I'm not saying it's the best, but it's the ones that have always worked well for me. So let me go and get the dash out and then we'll show you how much we've cut. So hang tight and don't get too offended. Okay, here we are back again. So I've got the dash out, as you can see, and here's the box here. We'll just leave that in there. Okay, so what we've done is we've cut from here over to there, as you can see. And that, I'm going to try to see if you can get up underneath there. So you can see it's clearly cut through. Sorry for the camera angle. It is on zip ties, like I said, so that's not how it's going to be. We're really going to move it over and move it up a little bit. So we're still not 100% done yet. What this is giving us is more room to get this car up, or get the box up, further up, still allowing our vents. That's a defrost vent there. The other one is on that side. Then there's your 3 regular vents. One will go over here, one will go over there, and then two sitting here in the console. And we'll do a Y off of that one right there. But as you can see, it fits pretty good. But we can go even better, and we can get up even further up without doing any more cutting and make this thing work perfect. So if you, well, even let me go back. What I'm thinking we might be able to do, I was just thinking about this, is might be able to 3D print something that folds down, that comes down. That way we can adjust the vents going up, plug them in going up like that, and that would even allow us to go even further up. Okay, so it's going to be hard to see, but you can of course see daylight. So we left all the structure here, and then of course the structure on each side, and of course this is where your windshield wipers go. Let's walk around the car. This will be a better view. Sorry about all that. So there we go. So you see how open this is. So our goal will be to get from here on this outside of lip and then follow this as close as possible, welding on to this brace here. And then we will box in and then fill that in as much as we can. And doing that will allow us to fully encapsulate the box and the inside from the outside, and then we'll put drains like one here and then one there, and then all of this will be completely blocked and closed. So the lowest point will put a drain to drain out on each side, so there won't be just one single drain. Plus this is going to be kind of basically welded or walled off to where nothing will get from here over this way. All this will be completely blocked off. So it's a lot of work, but I think it's the best thing to do to get modern AC in the box, or in the car, excuse me. And let me see if I can show you here. So it's hard to see, but that's a good view here of the outside world. So again, I think if we can 3D print some stuff, we can raise this thing up even further, and it might even work better. So we will see. Not for certain that we can do it that way, but definitely we're going to give it a shot. So there you go. So basically, we're going to wall this off. This will be probably come up some, and then we'll find a way to drain properly. The other side, we don't have as much to worry about on that side. We got a lot more fabrication on this side. Again, I want to get this thing further up as well. So there you have it. So that is the Vintage Air Gen 5 Mini AC box. See, we still have plenty of room to come up. And again, if I can 3D print something here and have it drop down, all three of them, then I can take the hoses from up underneath and come out, and that will be better, and all that'll be up underneath the dash. Same with the two defrost vents that are in the back as well. And then if that can get it up a little bit more, then we are golden. Then things will really look well, and this will probably be hidden even more. So again, we're not touching the structure of the car. We've just cut a little of the cowl out, and we're going to re-weld that back in, and we'll make it strong and all that fun stuff. But it's pretty thin metal, so we've already ordered the metal. Just waiting on that to come in, and then we'll start the next video on this, on the AC system. We'll start on the welding side. So let's wrap this thing up. All right, guys, there you have it. Just a quick video. Wanted to kind of still keep you guys up to date on what we're doing with the GTV build. What we're doing specifically in this episode, the AC system. If you have any comments or any hey, you ought to do it this way, any suggestions, please comment below. Love the comments. Try to keep them respectful. I know that this isn't for everybody, and I completely understand and respect your opinion. on if you think we're doing this completely wrong and how dare us or whatever the case is. I get it. My last build we had was a red OEM 67, and that was all OEM. Brought it back to OEM specs, and we sold it on Bring a Trailer. So I do like the ones that are just completely stock, nothing changed on them. But for this one, this is just going to be a little different. So please like, subscribe, ring the bell, and as always, God bless.